you all. It's Brushy Burt here at the central map on the far out. So I've just completed the Okeechobee area, Novo, on the Florida Trail. So I'm just so I'm basically going from here through River Ranch and through into Christmas, Florida, and maybe all the way up to Mosquito. I'm not 100%, but I have to check the map again, but something like that. So it's a nice chilly day. The bird's here. Hey guys. Some brown pelicans. Wood storks. I'm sorry, wood storks. Black vultures. Turkey vulture yesterday. Nice chilly morning too. I guess that's expected this time of year. We're in January right now. Nice to see some white rock too, and the pavements will kill you after a while, a few days of that. All right, we're cruise on. All right, so far so good. Not as windy as the lake. I'm still a little wind burned. Nice and quiet out here though. Don't see a lot of tracks. That there's, I see a couple hikers have been through here recently. I think one guy, hiker named Tyler, I believe. He's about a day ahead of me. and I think the one guy, I think his name was Mini Dumps, and I can't remember what the other guy's name was, but I think that they were getting off of the trail. Maybe that's how he got his name. He didn't tell me. That might be why he's getting off of the trail though. But sorry bud if you're watching this too. Yeah, I got a long stretch of road walk that's gonna be coming up, but I think I'm gonna get as close to I can as the populated area. Break camp there, and then actually set camp there, not break camp, and then tomorrow morning I'll start early and knock out the road walk. Should be the last that I'm going to see for a little bit, I think. I don't recall perfectly, but then I'll be back in the woods. And actually normal camp areas too. now that I'm back on the main part of the trail. So, good. Oh, we got some little tiny ones. That is some little raccoons there now. You can see them on here, but it's like, I don't know, it wasn't much bigger than a hamster. Mama's taking them off over into the brush. It's like maybe 4 or 5 of them. Nope, we must have a hole over there. It just appeared right there. Oh, I think I see the hole. Alright, so I see a couple spots that are little inlets on the Kissimmee River. I'm trying to find a good spot to camp. And these areas look great. I almost went to one not too far past here. And until I realized that there's some weather coming in. So now I'm gonna go just a little bit further and maybe get in a little bit of an angle. I don't want some of that area is just a little too flat, and all this water is going to be running from down this levee or whatever this is. So just going to go a little bit further, and maybe where the trees are starting to get closer and closer to the road would be awesome. So appears to be anyway. But that's the plan now. Okay, slept good last night. Had rain off and on all night. I think there was supposed to be today too, but it hasn't rained yet. Other than that, just had some wild boars out. That was about it. Seen some weird stuff on the trail. That would be on the list. Huh. I had no response to that. Little hawk sitting up there. All right, I'm going. Alright, this is what the trail's looking like today. A lot of asphalt and some upset hawks. Well, the farmer's up. Good. Alright, it's just been hours of road. Nothing exciting on this. Be exciting when it ends. The road part. Run into a couple of hikers. Not today, but wasn't a lot of hikers on the east side of Okeechobee anyway. That was the highwayman along the coach road there. Okay, everything's going good. I just got stopped by somebody that was part of the FTA. Goes by the trail name Salty. Also a trail angel, making sure I had everything. So they topped off my water. So I appreciate it, Salty. And I'm still rolling down this road. So all right, I am away from the asphalt. So getting close to the gate of Gates Marsh, I believe. I just talked to a nice lady named Roadrunner, just stopped by and changed information about the trail. And up ahead it looks like that's the next batch of rain that's supposed to come in. I believe that is it. Oh, this is pretty sweet. Somebody puts a little box in here for the trail hikers. I just bought get some food. They got a system so you could actually charge your phone. Cool, thank you, whoever does that. Back to my dirt road. Yates Marsh, in a public use area. So, run into a couple hunters. Nice to be off the road though. It's pretty sweet out here right now. You can look out and see some wildlife in here. See. As he walked through the land of cow patties in search for rest and hopefully one day pizza. Yes, I am on the prairie here in Yates Marsh. For how many cow patties? I haven't seen one cow. But apparently they're eating good. I'll trip over that one. Such a nice day though to do these bigger areas where there is no shade or not much shade. Rain has really been cooperating with me. I think I got like a little bit more, maybe another mile to the road. I got another mile of road walk, and then I should be done with the road for today. Kind of like road trail. Alright, I'll check back with you. Alright, I'm getting close to the end of Yates Marsh. A cow in sight. Oh wait, I said that. There's some over there. Yeah, last time I come through there was a lot of them right in this area. be getting close to time to start my road walk. All right, back on the road again. Came across one other hiker named Tater Tot. She's a through hiker. And I think this is the last mile of road walk that I have for the day. No, it sounds low. Alright, I'll march on. Alright, seems to be perfect hiking right now. Beautiful out in this area. There is just Caesar weed everywhere. Boat mania. All right, getting water. Good morning. All right, I'm leaving Chauncey Camp, I believe is what it's called, and going after for some water. So that's what the story is this morning. Yeah, the fan boat stopped last night, probably maybe about 7. It was pretty quiet here all night. So, that's what I'm up to this morning here. Then it's back on the road. All right, I'm going to show you something. These are the invasive seaweed. And most interested to know because they got these little stickers on them that stick to you. And that's why they're having trouble controlling them. They stick on your clothes, and then you get down further, and then you throw them and pick them off your clothes, and you throw them, and then they keep spreading. But if you look around, they're just everywhere. There's some areas that's all you can see, and there's a couple areas that they have to basically burn the place because it's like so bad. They're just everywhere. They're a toxic plant, but it's a low toxicity, and you can use it, the leaves, into teas for an aspirin. So it's a good headache remedy. It's just everywhere. So just wanted to show that a little bit about it anyway. Alright, so I am out of Chandler's Slough. So now I am back to my feed. It is the road walk. Yeehaw. Alright, heading into Basinger. A little bit busier in this road. Okay, if you need a short supply pickup, this is Basinger's Country Store. So it's Sunday today. Ironically, 3 times in a row I've showed up here on Sunday where they don't sell hot food here, but they have other stuff. And it's about 3 days off of Okeechobee, so. Okay, I am in Basinger's Country Store. The deli's closed today because it's Sunday, but to give you an idea of what all they do have here. So, great place if you're hiking to come in here and get some supplies. Take 5. Installed plenty of other stuff even when the kitchen's shut down. And they do offer camping as well. So if you ask them about camping, they do have it for $10 a night for hikers. And everything you need in a convenience store. So there you have it. You get a chance and you're down here. Then this is probably the last stop if you're northbound that you're going to be able to see. Alright, looks like about 18 Jeeps here, and the Jeep Club is fast. Enjoying the Sunday. travel down the Kissimmee River. Mosquito landing. Top of that road. Whew. Fantastic. And made it through before that sun kicked out. I like it. That was sweet. Okay, in Mosquito landing, and I know it's a pretty good stretch here to go to the next campsite. So I went to this one, but there's a lot of the locals here, so too many people to camp. So I'm going a little bit further down and getting their space, and I'll find another place here in the middle before I get to the, I think there's some houses and some farms, but before I get to them areas, I'll find another place to set up camp. Hey guys. Ah, beautiful pictures. In color. Okay, for some of you that have not seen this before, this is what a wild citrus looks like. There you have it. A ton of them out here too. Oh, that's tart. That is tart. Whew. Ah. Yeah, that'd make a good meringue. Or a good lemon. Whew. That is a tartness out of this world there. My sons would have loved that one. Oh, geez. Whew. But there you have it. Plenty of it too. Some more over there. Man, this whole place is overgrown with this Caesar weed. Sadness there. Some more back there. Some more over in the back there, and there's another one right there. You can see them way over in the yonder pass there. It's not like the good the Florida oranges that you get from the store or the stands. Although I found them from the last time where a truck had spilled them all over the road. But in the day, beautiful area though. Alright, good morning. Traveling still by the Kissimmee River and the Kissimmee Basin, Woods Lane area. Got a few hunters that were out practice shooting or something over here. At least one shot while they were walking down the trail. It was pretty close to where I was at because I could hear them talking about going into the military. So it's a little too close for me on that one. But gonna be heading out to get some water this morning. A little chilly this morning too. Good early start though. We do have water. I don't know if I can get to a deeper spot. We'll check on the other side. Maybe by the tree, possibly. That's my spot. All right, water. Honestly, just loving it right now. I mean, the true hiking. Getting away from them roads, all the cars. It's beautiful out here. It's a relaxing that don't make you tired. Look at them canopies. Really cool to go through some of these old growth areas. Spectacular though. See this too. Just get them little things on your clothes and little stickers. They ask that they put the seed in here. That's the Caesar weeds. And so if you're sitting here and you got them on your legs, that way it's not spreading it everywhere. And it's everywhere, no matter where you go up here. It's a little shield almost. the only thing they really do is like burn or spray. As far as you can see, maybe they'll figure out one day how to combat it better, but personally I think people should pluck the live plants, throw them in there when they have a campfire. That way they can use it for the smoke to get rid of the mosquitoes. So, since it's such a low toxicity, that that's what I use it for anyway. But, I haven't seen no hunters out here this morning. I haven't seen no hikers out here this morning. Yeah, great job on whoever did the painted the orange blazes. Looks good. I don't think they missed any. It almost has a feel here like a cathedral. Like if you've ever went into like a church like in DC that's like really tall inside. That's it. Yeah, look at this one. Yeah, it's probably 7 foot base there. Yeah, it's an old one there. Good morning. Good. Getting to the safe area. Alright, looks like it might be a little muddy up in here. Couple of whitetail running through here. All right, still out here in the floodplains. The temperature has just fell out though. It's dropping by the bed every 10 minutes, I think, a degree. It's like really dropped down quick. We're having a big cold blast from up north, so freeze advisories and all that are in effect tonight. North Florida looks like they're really going to get hammered with some cold on that. Stunning view here of the Kissimmee River. Beautiful out here. Loving this road. Just ran into a trail angel named Angel. But I didn't need any water or anything like that, so but I do appreciate her help, her offer for the help. In that section here. Now, welcome to Starvation Slough, which does have the correct name. fan boaters out here. There's some dogs, so there's probably some hunters camping over here. I'm definitely getting close to my destination for the day. Just got some water from the catch there, so thank you, water boy, if you're watching. All right, good morning. Last night it got into the 40s, lots of wind and rain, and today is mostly going to be cold rain, so but we roll on. So any mileage is good mileage. Hoping to get around 13 miles today anyway. They get hit a little bit harder up there in North Florida, so no complaints. Could be worse, huh? Let's track. Okay, making mileage. Avoided a lot of the rain so far and staying warm, so no problem. Hiking now with Arizona Blue, so she's northbound as well, and trying to make some distance and get over to the Kissimmee River State Park, and so far so good. And there you have it, the end of a cold, rainy day, all day. Okay, good morning. This is the situation. It's like 40 degrees and it feels like 36. Wind at about a constant 12 miles an hour with gusts up to Lord knows what, but it's some pretty good wind that was coming in here every once in a while. And these are big flat plains areas by the Kissimmee Prairie State Park, and I'm basically kind of just drying everything out what I can and getting ready when there is a good break that where it's not pouring down, which it's going to here in a bit. It's back and forth right now, but it was a constant pour down. So then I'll make my run during there's that next break. But everybody on the trail today or last night really got hammered with some cold and rain. And I talked to hikers up in the Panhandle. I mean, they're getting it way worse up there with the coldness. So basically just kind of getting everything ready, and then of course everything's soaked now. I put on my driest clothes to try to make it over to the Kissimmee Prairie State Park, and that shouldn't be no problem. It's only like 7 or 8 miles, I think, so then I can actually
hot shower. That's my goal. That's my goal today, is a hot shower. But that's about it. That's what all the hikers got to be dealing with it right now. No matter where you're at on the trail, everybody's getting a piece of this. So it's the 20-25 cold snaps. So, but I'll keep you posted.
All right, the wind is dying down. It's barely to a sprinkle. So off we go again. It is cold out today. Get out these open areas and it gets colder. But we're scooting along. Looks like I got some wild turkey up here on the trail. Being cold. There's a blue trail right in here that goes to another campsite, but it's a little bit further in the woods over there. But won't be going to that one. Yeah, looking for a lodge. Has a fireplace, serves hot chocolate, but I'll settle for a campground that has a hot shower. All right, looks like I have arrived at Kissimmee Prairie State Park. Some clamping over there. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Just minding their own business. Hey, buddy, how you doing? How you doing, buddy? How you doing today? Just passing you. Okay, think she works here. Pretty sure it's a resident there. And there is the ranger station. Okay, I've arrived at the ranger station, but apparently it's closed until like 1 o'clock or something. So I'm gonna go and see if anybody's in the campsite. If not, then I'll go ahead and set up, come back later, start getting some stuff charged, get into the shower. So that is the plan now. Alright, I walked back down to the campground. Apparently that's the wrong campground. So I walked back to the ranger station, and now I'm walking to the, which I believe is the right spot. So I sure hope they have some laundry. All right, here at the campground, that's what we got here. Somebody's getting fed good. But I'm close to the shower house. Just getting settled in. Alright, leaving the Kissimmee Prairie State Park. It's like 41 degrees. So I slept pretty good, stayed warm. Yeah, pretty good Arctic blast. Not like North Florida. I've seen some pictures of the Florida Trail with snow on it. Like accumulated snow. I've not seen that. But we got the cold rain. Sprinkled a little bit, but it's going to start again. And hopefully I keep everything a little bit drier this time. There's some deer running. Well, they was a little concerned. Not big time concerned. They stopped right there. Started eating. Two of them are. Yep, they're all just mind their own business now. So, gonna try to give it over out of this prairie area. And then after that, I think I have, it's like, I'll split it to 2 nights to get over there to River Ranch, which I just need to grab a couple items, and they don't open till 10 a.m. so no reason to rush in there and wait in the cold. So I'll split up for the 2 nights, go there, pick up some stuff, and then once I get on the other side, the plan is to get as close to the road after the bullpen and the cow pastures. And once I get past that last gate, I'll camp there, and the next morning then I'll do the big I think it's like 5 or 6 mile road walk, but I'll do that one not busy traffic. But that's the plan. For rain now. Actually coming up, I thought this looked like sand. Looks like it's gonna be getting my feet wet. Was trying to avoid that with all the coldness, but it is what it is. Looks like there's no other way around, so let's just do this. Way deeper than what I thought. Oh, isn't that fantastic? That is ice cold. Yeah. That'll wake you up right there. Whoa. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah. Whew. Man. Well, wasn't that fantastic? Yeah, just got everything all tried yesterday too. Finally hiking with some dry boots. Not happening though. But we roll on. Hopefully there's not too much slop here this morning out here. My toes are almost numb already. Ooh, fresh mode though. Alright. Alright, this is sweet. Alright, still cruising on. Breezy cold, but hitting a couple areas where it's like you don't have no other option but to get in the water. So best to not even stop. It's like that and you're wet and cold. You just got to be careful that my clothes don't start getting sweaty for hypothermia reasons. One hiker back there, I don't know who it is. He'll catch me here in a little bit. Some dry spots though, pretty happy about that. Alright, still on a big plain and nothing. Did see one coyote took off over to the left up here. Sometimes coyotes, when they go out in groups like in patrols, and then they come back at night. But as they get older, they sometimes stay by themselves next to the edge of a trail. So occasionally you'll see just one older coyote by itself. Hey, buddy. Three more just hopped away to take a look at me. Like about 6 of them. Just had a tractor come through. The ground was actually pretty good until now. So there we have it. Frustrated. See something ahead. I think it's wild boar. Try to get closer and see if we can get some footage. That might be deer. Can't tell from here. Two little fawns. Ooh, a little high jumper. All right, getting close to the area that has the rattlesnake hammock and river ranch and all that, that whole section. The town of Kissimmee and that whole area almost to the lock. So hiking now with another through hiker named Trip, and we're cruising right along. It's warming up, and we're not freezing like this morning when we had to go through all the water. So he was the other one that was behind me on the trail a little bit, that was going through the same misery. So, but we're cruising on. And it looks like some wildboard up here. Okay, we are coming upon the lock here, and everything seems to be clearly marked and everything, no issues. Okay, and we are across. All right, I guess we scared the stampede off.
The cows out here kind of seem a little skittish around people.
Yeah.
I walked up, there was a fence a couple days back I was walking next to, and there's some cows on the other side of them. I guess they didn't hear me coming, and they damn near tore the tree down trying to get away from me.
Yeah, they either run or you'll get a herd of them that'll follow because they think you're the farmer. All right, so I am over at Rattlesnake Hammock. And was just taking a little break. I know I had a little rain that just came in. And I'm gonna try to go a little bit further. And this area here, actually I've cleared twice of all the Caesar weed, and as you see, it is all grown back. Ridiculous, fast growing. But I've cleared it actually 2 times in the same area, and it is back. So I don't know how they're going to manage this stuff. But beautiful place though, beautiful. But I will continue on as the next bout of rain and cold comes through. All right, fighting the wind out here a little bit further. Hey, cows. Yep, they look cold. And they're gonna follow me. Still cruising through the side of the Kissimmee River. They're on that levee. Just watching the steers. Watching them. They like to follow for some reason. Couple of them look kind of interested on what I'm doing, and a couple of them following on the road. Still traveling down this road next to the river. Just me and the cows. Looks like they got a feeder over there. Hey guys. Sorry guys, coming through. Managed to make it to some normal trails. I think I'm pretty close to the camp, probably a little over a mile and a half, something like that. Yeah, it looks like I'll be setting up camp in the rain again. It seems to be the norm this week. All right, we'll continue on. All right, look what just stepped out of the road there. That is one big bull. Sorry, buddy. Whew. Didn't want to have to tangle with that one. There, guys, just come through. No, that's magical there. All right. So I found my camp at Longhorn. I'm working my way back to the trail. There's cows everywhere. But heading into River Ranch this morning. Just grabbing a couple of things. And then I will be on my way. Hiking through the dairy land. Alright. Cruising good. Couple cows out here. Must be a good area to hide at night. We'll be passing one other campsite and then into the River Ranch. Not too far. I dropped some of the stuff off in Okeechobee so I could carry extra food, so I only really need to get a few things. Looks like somebody made a little camp or something over there. Maybe that was just natural, I'm sure. Good morning, America. How are you? Okay. Tonight is going to get into the 30s. And then after that, every day it should be warming up just a little. Finally. Nice, I can do this area though. Look at that. to River Ranch. Westgate River Ranch. So you have Westgate River Ranch Resort, which is the big area with teepees and the animals and all that, and then you have River Ranch, the town. So this is the resort, and I did call because I heard that they will accept packages for hikers for mail drops, and they said they do not accept mail for hikers. So I just ran into a hiker that actually already had sent something from Lewiston here. So, but he's gonna let me know if that he got it. So, Dakota Village, and you can rent either one of them chuck wagons back there or one of the teepees. It looked pretty awesome, actually. And they do have a giant chakee in the middle. Not sure what that is. I'm gonna set up some kind of confidence course maybe or something. Not for sure. There's the campground. They have a primitive camp area, but it doesn't have electricity. So, but they have platform tents that are already set up, which are right up here. And then they're pretty nice. I stayed at them once. The prices kind of fluctuate, so you got to kind of catch it when it's down. But that's it. That's ahead. Continue on to the town, or the in-resort town, the village. Okay, that's the petting farm and pony rides. Over here is the RV park. Back behind it is a shooting range. They also have this little old chapel here that's going to be for weddings and things like that. I think they do have a Sunday service here. And over here they have rodeos on Saturday night. Alright, there's the chapel. A little bit better look there. Cowboy Adventure Park. This is fairly new. I think maybe a year old. And a good place for the kiddies to play. And then back behind there is a little saloon. I think they sell like pizza slices there too. And they usually got a couple things going on there at night. Coming soon, the River Country Water Park. Looks like that'll be pretty awesome. Looks like that's what they're working on now. And that's the main office is right there where you check in, and also there's a smokehouse restaurant is in there. It's actually called the Cattle Company, the restaurant there. Oh, something else, but it's the ranch cattle company. I guess the smokehouse is down there. Today we do have a car show here and a flea market, looks like. So I just stopped and got some coffee and a donut. So now I'm checking out, see when this flea market starts. I'm leaving. There used to actually be a big sign here that said anything about the Florida Trail. It must have got knocked down on one of the storms or something. But now I am wandering out. So today I'll get as close as I can to that road, camp there tonight so I don't have a wet day while it gets down to the 30s. And then in the morning I'll make my run with the first thing in the morning, make my run then. And oh, beautiful horses here. And I just ran into Arizona Blue, so she's hanging out here for a couple days. So but I am heading out of River Ranch. Okay, a short little road walk leaving River Ranch. Not very far, and they keep it pretty nice on the side, so no problem there. And then you're back into the wilderness, and it looks like some moon sand over there, so there we go. Okay, so cruising along the levee, and not seeing no cattle or anything. This section here, if anybody heard the story about waking up and there's upset bulls, this is getting to the area. And I'll try to do a little clip right there, but if you're in River Ranch and you look out and you see the wood line on the back of the fields, then this is where it's at. But also not a good place to camp. You definitely don't want to, even though that they're not real aggressive bulls that are here. They get upset knowing that anybody's up here and they got to pass. So you know, so there's just not a lot of room for them to pass if you have a tent on the side. Freaks them out. Normally, I guess the rancher said when they're used to seeing people but on horses. So they don't know what's going on when they know somebody's in a tent, or they know somebody that's lower on the ground. So they don't know exactly what would happen with them, you know. But yeah, it's definitely not an area you want to camp in. But it looks like they may have lost the cattle. Yeah, see if I need to let the ranchers know. Fortunately, it happens. I see no breathing. But let me just double check. If not, I'll let the rancher know. Alright, this is actually where I was camped on the night, right by this tree, when I had the bull wake me up. But I try to stay over on this side so I wouldn't get trampled, so I try to stay away from this trail. But unfortunately, the steer that I just found, I reported it in there. They're going to let the rancher know so he can get out here. They wasn't aware of a deceased bull out here, but they're going to send somebody out. And we'll continue on. Very sad on that, but I guess it's part of the cycle. And you know, like anybody else, sometimes things happen and they just die. So, but we'll continue on and get to my camping location for the day and the night. Okay, from here you can see the tops of, I think, maybe the rodeo building, and whatever else is right there, and then the water tower for the ranch. Definitely feel the breeze up here. Crossed a few bones. Yeah, the last time that I found a calf that got killed, they said that most of the time in the winter when it gets cold down here, they have an issue of the cattle dying from pneumonia. Big turn up here, and then once I get past that, this cold air will be facing right towards me. Yeehaw. Nice view up here though. All right, well, this is where I chose to camp tonight. I'm still in here with the cattle, not many on this end, close to that road, so that's where I'll be taking off in the morning tonight. It'll be in the mid 30s, so I'm gonna have some grass here that'll insulate the bottom of the tent a little bit to help me keep a little bit warmer. And then I got a windbreak from this levee that it's not going to be as windy as it's been. So that's my goal here for the day, and I'm just going to kind of stay put until this cold goes tonight. In the morning I'll take off and then hit that road and that water section. But yeah, seen a couple gators through here. They're really sluggish, and they're not even trying to get away from you. They're just kind of, they can barely move, so I wouldn't be surprised. I don't see no slide marks or anything over here that they're sleeping up here, but they won't bother me. But as long as I don't see any bulls tonight, everything's good. All right, camped here close to the road, and now it's first thing in the morning, getting ready to do the big road walk. The road was pretty busy last night, but no cows, no bulls. So got a few hours of road walk here this morning anyway. And that's the plan. Let's get going. Okay. Over again, the Kissimmee River. The last few times, maybe the last time even, that you see it before you're out of the Kissimmee River. Okay, I am at 3 Lakes. This is the campground. very end. I don't recall the name of it at the moment. It's close by where all the there's a bunch of campsites like right by each other. But yeah, yesterday I ended up running out of battery for the GoPro and didn't bring the second battery because I can just keep recharging this battery. But it didn't pan out yesterday. So then I had to do a Saturday night walk to get to this campground. So I'm at the very end though, here in just a little bit. I'll be done from this whole area and ready to start the east track. So going through Christmas Day on the big league. So, but definitely a lot of hunters in here right now. So you want to make sure you wear orange. And they're day hunting and they're also night hunting. And there's some of them that are out as soon as it starts getting a little bit light out, and then I'm already hearing gunshots. So you definitely want to be careful in any of these hunting areas and have some safety orange on where you're at. And they don't always see where you're at. So, but heading towards the exit. So I'll be out there in probably maybe just a few miles, 2 miles maybe. Okay. All right, we're getting to the end of this section. The Kissimmee River up to the 3 lakes, and then you'll basically make a choice if you're going to the east or the west on the big loop, which is going to be right on that main road down there. And that's basically it. We're through the section. All right, see you next episode.